Okay, I'm going to try to help you guys with your practice test for Chapter 1. So in an effort to unconfuse this problem that we did in class, I think that's actually easier if we just remove the absolute value on both sides when we're writing our two cases. It is possible to do it the way that we were working on it in class, but I think it was getting a little too difficult, so we're going to work it this way. So as long as we have two cases where we've removed the absolute value bars and we have the positive and then the negative of that left side. So we're going to distribute here and here. Remember, we distribute that negative. Then here, we can continue. Again, you have options to how to proceed. X minus 6, and then we're going to subtract that 1x here, so we get that 5x equals negative 6. So I know this answer came up several times in class, and we were having trouble getting there, so I wanted to clear that one up. So here, we're going to do the same thing. It's a plus sign. Minus 3. Remember your inverse operations. Negative x, and then we have plus x. So 7x equals 0. And so the only thing x can be is 0. So these are our two answers. And when you plug them in, they both work. So there's neither are extraneous. Okay, so let's look here. So number 9, we've got these two shops. We have renting skis, and you have to pay an hourly fee and a rental fee. So the rental fee is just a constant, but the hourly fee is more like a coefficient because it can change per hour, right? So first we have to write this as an equation. So I'm going to use H, $5 per hour to, no, Miss Golding, go backwards. Undo. Oops, back. So $3 per hour plus $5 just to get those skis. And then we have $2 per hour plus the $8 to get those skis. And so what it's saying is, when are the costs at both shops going to be the same? So that equal sign indicates the same. So here, now that we've written, we just want to solve it. So the hard part is figuring out which one changes, which one is more like a rate, and which one stays the same or is the constant. So once you've done that, you guys are really good at just solving. Okay. So we get 3h equals 2h plus 3 minus the 2h. So we get h equals 3. And that is after 3 hours. Those are going to have the same cost. Okay. Number 14. Here, we're just going to distribute. Again, distributing. And then this is what some of you are missing. Combine like terms if they're on the same side of the equal sign. So 10m's minus 1m is 9m's. 9m minus 6. When you have two expressions that are exactly the same, this expression is equal to this expression, what that means is no matter what you put in for the variable, anything will work. So this has infinite solutions. Okay. All right, let's go to the next one. Again, we're going to solve here. 15a, we're distributing. 15a plus 10. Now here's where some of you are missing. Combine like terms on the same side of the equal sign. Notice when I'm circling or boxing, I have the sign with the numbers. So 15a plus 15a is 30a, and then negative 3 plus 10 is a plus 7 equals 7. Subtract 7 on both sides. So 7 minus 7 is 0, 30a. And then we get the only thing a could be is 0, right? 30 times what gives me 0? So a is 0. Don't be afraid of an answer of 0. Don't put undefined or something weird like that. 0 is fine. Fraction. So we're going to add a half. That's the same as, so add a half. And so that's the same as having how many sixths? 3/6, and 2/3 is the same as 4/6. Be sure you keep the sign with it. So that's a negative 4/6 plus 3/6. So we're going to subtract 4 minus 3 and get 1/6 here. And we're going to keep that negative sign. Okay, so here we have equal to 4/5 of a number. So we undo this multiplication here. We're going to multiply by the reciprocal, which is the same as dividing, right? So multiply by the reciprocal. So a, and this is going to end up being a negative, right? Because we have a negative 1/6. 5 and 24 and a negative, right? So we have a negative. Okay, 25. We are going to start here. We're going to strip away from the absolute value expression, 2r minus 3. So this one's different than that other one because it doesn't have absolute value on both sides. So it's a lot easier to kind of undo everything around it. So we're left with 2r minus 3 equals negative 2/5. And we're left with 2r minus 3 equals a positive 2/5. Now here's where you stop yourself and you go back and you say, wait a minute, this right here said the absolute value of something is a negative. So immediately right there you stop and you say no solution, right? Because you can't have the absolute value of something being a negative. So you don't even have to go through any of this. Okay, move on. 26. Okay, so we're gonna, one way to think about this is we could divide by a negative 1. So we have c, the absolute value of c plus 2 is equal to a positive 10. So this is not a no solution because it's no longer negative here. So then we have two cases. C plus 2 equals negative 10. Minus 2, minus 2, c equals 8. Minus 2, c equals negative 12. Okay, so we have two answers. We're going to check for extraneous. 8 plus 2 is 10. The negative of that is negative 10. So that checks. Negative 12 plus 2. Negative 12 plus 2 is a positive 10. The negative or the opposite of that is a negative 10. So it also checks. So there's two answers for that problem. Okay, so those are the ones I was thinking would be the most advantageous for you to see. Hopefully that will help you out for the test tomorrow. Have a great day.